Faygo power, in an hour. Faygo shower, sticky icky, never cower. Red pop, never sour. I want that drink, get pistols and pops. I like that smell, right to
Yes,
the
fuck
top.
you kidding me or what?
Astronautalis pausing Faygoluvers exclusive with the
country do you
flamethrower.
love? Florida, motherfucker! Yeah!
Dr. aka Eastern European
Faygoluvers.net with the one and only poetic genius Astronautalis. So how you doing, brother?
I'm great, man. Just put a show in Orlando. It's super fun. Get ready to play the gathering. I'm stoked.
Oh yeah, for real. We will get into that in a little bit. Now, my first question tonight is, define the art of hip hop in your own words, and how the genre has motivated you to conquer your own hopes and dreams.
I have been super motivated my entire life by the whole concept of keeping it real. I grew up in the era when keeping it real was the mantra, and so ultimately, I've always taken that to be representing myself in all things, in my music, in my art, in my life, and so rap music has made me continue to keep it real and try to keep it as real as I can in all my things, and that's what I would say that has motivated my life.
Now, you recently hit Europe with Hurricane Party. So can we get into some of the touring stories into that, and how you guys first crossed paths with each other?
I met those guys because they're all Florida dudes, and so I met them in Florida. I've known Rick from Hurricane Party since we were 15 years old.
Oh wow!
And I've known Bluebird since I was like 21 or something like that. And Bird and he's been rapping forever. He's the dude that introduced me to a lot of my connections to Europe. He's the OG, like a real incredible dude out of Fort Lauderdale. And he and I have been touring together for a long time. Rick was like such a cool guy in high school. He was in a band. The first guy I ever saw in a band, and it was the first person I ever saw that made me think like, oh man, if I want to just make music, I can just make music. Because you see musicians on MTV or whatever, and you think that's an impossible goal. And the second you see someone that you know start a band, write some songs, play some shows, then you're like, oh shit, I can do this. And he was like a big motivator for that for me. And they're now like good friends. There's another two separate reasons. Now they're good friends, and they started this band that's fucking fantastic. It's super great, like Florida ass party band. And we've all done dates and stuff together in Europe. It's a lot of fucking beer drinking. It's a lot of playing rap shows. It's a good time though. It's good. They're the homies.
Any specific memories stand out?
Best Bluebird story ever when I was on tour with Bird from Hurricane Party. So we got stopped by the cops in Romania. We're driving through the middle of nowhere in Romania. We got stopped by the cops, and the cops these two cops pulled us over. And one walks up to the driver's seat, and they don't speak any English. And he's like, driver's license, passport. And we pull a driver's license, passport out. He pulls out this rule book, the law book, and he's like, just explaining you ran a red light in a town. It's a tiny country village. There's no fucking red light. But he's like, you ran a red light. He's gonna give you a ticket. He's like, okay, you pay ticket now. €200. Get passport in 2 weeks. Or pay ticket, pay cash now. €100, no problem. And it was like, oh shit, we're getting bribed. The manager's like, fuck man, and he goes back to settle the bribe, and then the other cop comes to the other side, and me and Bluebird are still in the car. So the cop walks up to the other side and fuck, he's gonna try to shake us down for another bribe. And we're sitting there okay, and this guy goes, passports, and we give him his passports. My manager's in the back, counting fucking euros to pay this fucking bribe to the cops. Another guy comes around the side, and he goes, passports, and we give him his passports. This is right around the time they started putting the passports with a microchip in them. And he goes, microchip? Passport microchip? And we go, yeah. This is 2012 or something like that. And he opens it up and he gets this big smile on his face and he goes, hello, Mr. Obama. yeah, that's the truth. And after that, we were cool. We didn't have to pay a fucking bribe. We were cutting jokes and fucking laughing our asses off. It was a great time. Yeah, that was a good
That's
story.
some wild shit, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So how important is it to use music as a tool to completely obliterate the negative feelings you have in your mind and turning it into a positive outcome?
It's a weird process, especially as you get older, and you get married and you have more things that your life revolves around. You have, like when you're young and you're single, you're responsible for yourself, you know. And as you get older, there's more stuff and there's more pressure, and you eventually want to have a kid, you want to buy a house, and the pressure gets fucking heavy. And you realize that you got to like find 1,000 ways to deal with all that pressure. And it took me a while to like, I've been making music for so long. Music is my job, it's my passion, it's the thing that I love. And it took me a while to like kind of regain my control over my music and my life to understand that like this is really how I exercise all of my stress. This is how I work through my things. And ultimately now I'm at a point where I don't give a shit about record sales anymore. Like I'm lucky people buy my records. I get to make money off my records. I get to pay my bills. People come to my shows. But I don't, I'm not famous. I'm not super rich. But I don't give a shit. Like I make the music that I want to make, and I'm lucky that people give a shit about it. And as a result, it's giving me the strength to use my music as a way to deal with my problems, to exercise my feelings, and to really express who I am. And I'm at that point where, man, I don't fucking care. I'll make the music that I want, and as a result, it's been super important for me exercising all the stress in my life. Yeah.
Over a year ago, you and P.O.S. did a full-length record together.
Yep.
Can we reflect back on the final outcome and how satisfied are you with the final outcome of the record?
For me, it was like it was a super fun record for me because like I've been like in the last 2 records I've made have been really about rapping from a super technical standpoint, and like really rapping my fucking ass off. And like that record was great because I got to work with my homie and we both like push each other and build really nicely. And the thing that I love, the thing that I'm so proud about that record is that I rap my fucking brain. That's some of the best like rapping I've ever done in my entire life. And that was my goal. I wanted to just make a fucking rap record. I wanted to rap my ass off. And to me, like I look at that record and I'm like, I'm really proud of that shit because the music that I make more and more evolves away from rap music. It goes to different genres. It kind of goes all over the place. And so for me, it was about like proving that I can still fucking do it. Put some bars up. I can still rap my ass off. Yeah, absolutely, man. And that record was very affirming that I can still rap my ass off. It's good.
Now are you and P.O.S. in the works for a follow-up soon?
I'm working on my solo record right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's dissect that a little bit, man.
So yeah, I've started on my solo record. So the dude that like, I brought in my friend from the Netherlands who produced that whole record. This guy Suave, who's an amazing producer. Produces rap music and dance music and bass music. It's fucking incredible. He's a genius. He and I have worked on other stuff before, and I had him produce that whole first record. And now he and I are it's me and him on my solo record. And so I've been like going to the Netherlands a bunch and working on music with him, and that's been it's been the shit. And I hope I have that record like kind of written by the end of the year, so it'll come out sometime next year. It's very different. It's the most different. It's the biggest change from anything I've ever done. And it feels good though. I feel very cool about it. I feel very proud of it. Yeah.
Where did you always find yourself writing lyrics specifically at, like in a specific location?
So like this one, like I did a lot of. So I got married, and that changes your life. You get married, it changes your life. You're all of a sudden accountable for another person. It's a whole different fucking ballgame. It made me rethink a lot of shit, and this record is a lot about that. And it was about like I got married. My wife and I got married, and she moved from Germany for me. We got married, and she's in America, and then I toured a bunch without her. So I had a lot of time without her. So I had a lot of time to think about all that. After getting married, after making this big commitment, and a lot of time without her, where I had to like figure out how to grow and be a better husband, be a better person, be prepared for that. So I was like writing these songs. Like a lot of the stuff I wrote on tour in Australia, a lot of stuff I wrote on tour all over the fucking world.
Oh shit,
It's fucking hilarious. I wrote it all over the world. I wrote it while I was traveling away from my wife, and I've written a bunch in the Netherlands where I work on music with Soopa as well. Kind of all over the place. It's a record that I've written on the road.
Production-wise, how did it challenge you differently than past records?
So I'm trying to like, the last 2 records I've made have been very much at their core rap records, and I've been making rap music my entire life. And so for this record, I always try to like put something in there that's going to really challenge me, that's going to be something I'm not comfortable with. And for this one, like for so many years, all my verses have been rap verses. I may sing a chorus, but then I may rap a rap verse. And I wanted to like make it so that I only rap when I feel like the song really needs it, and I want to rap less. And so I'm like singing way more on this record than I've ever done before. And I want so there's rap stuff on it, but I want it to be much more purposeful. Like, it's always like, it's very easy when you have a good beat, you can be like, cool, I got the chorus, well, I guess I'll write a rap verse, and I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be like, the rap has to be very intentional. And so instead I'm trying to challenge myself more and more into figuring out ways to sing and add more melody into it. Just as a counterbalance, because that 4/5 record and Cut the Body was the record I made my solo record before that were very much like super heavy rap records. And so now I've done that. It's always this way. I always want to do the opposite of what I just did, you know. And so it's a lot more singing, which is cool. It's fun. I really enjoy it.
Now, congratulations on being officially added to the 20th anniversary of the Gathering of the Faygoluvers.
God, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited.
So, this is crazy, man. Jump Stage Psychopathic Records took over Insane Clown Pod's official Facebook page live.
It's amazing.
And pretty much nearly 10 minutes, man. He's just praising your work and your lyric ability.
It's crazy.
So, can you describe that feeling, that emotion erupting throughout your body, and your mind and soul right now?
I've been wanting to play The Gathering for years. And the more that I learned about The Gathering, I'm very lucky I get to tour a lot in Europe, and the way that European festivals are run, they're so different than they are in most American festivals. There's no corporate sponsorship, they're independent, they've been run for years and years and years. All of them are unique, they don't book the same 20 bands, they have different lineups. And the thing that really has drawn me to The Gathering is The Gathering, in my opinion, is the most interesting lineup of any music festival in America. It's different every time. The fact that they do it without fucking corporate sponsorship, that's completely independent, is so incredible to me. It's so underappreciated by Americans. It's a thing that's very common in Europe, and it's very singular in America. The Gathering is it. Everybody else relies on fucking Bud Light or whatever the fuck to sponsor their fucking festival. And as a result, you all have the same, like, you have Diplo and Migos and the same fucking 7 bands play the headliner, and you filter in a couple of weird bands on the sides, but The Gathering is totally different.
Yeah, no corporate sponsorship.
It's crazy. To do something that big, independently for 20 years is so crazy. It's such a crazy endeavor. And the fact that, like, the night that I'm playing, the headliners are fucking Morris Day and the Time and Guar is, like, all you need to know. When I tell people this, when people that don't know about it look at me like I'm crazy for playing The Gathering, I tell them all this stuff, and everyone goes, oh shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about The Gathering. And that to me is like, that's the most important shit I feel like, because it's not like, I'm new to it. I'm new to this world. And for me, I feel like it's my obligation to go to it, and then come back and show everybody that doesn't know about this shit what is actually going on in this shit, because what's going on in this shit is super fucking cool. And the fact that I finally get to play it, I've been trying to play this fucking year since I saw ICP in 2012. All I want to do is put a fucking Gathering, and you, my man, thank you for making that happen.
Well, dude, it's like this, man. I went to Zug Island's wedding in Orlando, Sin Zug Island, and Jump State introduces himself. But the first words he says to me are, "Hey, are you the ninja that showed me the music of Astronautalis?"
Dude.
Like, straight up. Doesn't even say, "Hey, my name is," just, that's the first thing he asked me, man.
Incredible, man.
And so, the fact that he told me that everybody at Psychopathic Records headquarters was like hooked on your music and like bumping this
That's
shit.
mind blowing, man.
And then I saw him go on Facebook Live, and he's just totally like. That's why I had to bring up the question. How does that make you feel, man?
It's incredible to me because like it's like look, I'm not a huge artist. I'm not super famous. I have fans all over the world. I'm very lucky. But the fact that my music reaches these people is the coolest fucking shit, man. It's the coolest shit in the world to me. Because like they get so much music slammed at them all the fucking time. I know what it's like. I don't own a festival. I don't run a festival. I still get so much music slammed at me all the time. And it makes you jaded about music. It makes you harder for me to listen to music. And these guys, the fact that they get slammed with all this fucking music and they took the time to listen to it and filter this is through. It's real honor.
According to him, your music's life changing.
Dude, that's shit, man. That's so fucking cool.
That's Violent J's brother.
Dude, that's amazing, man. That's so cool. I can't wait to fucking meet. I can't wait to fucking hang. It's gonna be
Shazam stage, July 31st at 4 p.m. right before Blase Rose. Astronautlis will be pretty much opening up the Gathering.
yeah, man. Dude, I'm gonna be there for 24 hours. I'm not sleeping a fucking minute.
Now, for the jugglers who've never seen you live, if you had to pick a specific piece of classic literature to describe your live set, what would it be and why?
Right now,
That was it, though. It was there. It was just
for the gathering, it's straight Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, like completely. Or Fear and Loathing on the campaign trail. Hunter Thompson, any Hunter Thompson right now. Also, Jimmy Breslin's The Gang That Couldn't Shoot Straight.
And you know, you're playing right before Blase Rose. People are gonna be lined up waiting to watch Blase.
It's gonna be the
waiting
shit,
to watch
man.
your set at the same
Yeah,
time.
dude, it's gonna be the shit, man. I'm
Well,
so
back
stoked.
to back.
You know, the one thing I'm super bummed about is that my set is during. I think I'm gonna miss the Juggalo wedding and the Juggalo reception. I'm so bummed about that. When I was looking at the lineup, to me that was like the coolest shit. That like if you and your partner love ICP, are both Juggalos, you go to the fucking gathering, you can get married, have your reception, and then have your honeymoon at the fucking gathering. That is the coolest.
Like people are ordained to
Dude, this is
do
the
it.
coolest shit. Like, man, it's the coolest shit. Like, if this is your fucking life, man, this is the shit you're about. You couldn't ask for a better fucking wedding, reception, and honeymoon. And to me, I'm like really bummed that like because I'm there to play the show, but more than anything, I'm there to like see the culture, man, and see what y'all people are about because it's such a cool and unique and supportive and beautiful thing. And so I'm really bummed that I'm gonna miss that, but I'm gonna try to see as much else as I can.
Now, I'm gonna take a time warp back a little bit, man.
Yeah.
2013, Billings, Montana. I was actually gonna go watch DJ Abilities.
Ah, yeah.
You were playing
across the street. I remember that night.
Yeah, it was crazy because like I hit up my friend. And I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna go check out the DJ Abilities show. He was like, well no, I'm going to Astronautalis. I'm like, what do you? I was like, who's that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So then I saw that the shows they were playing back to back next door, but to where you could watch both shows.
Yeah, you just switch back and forth.
So exactly what I did, and I was
Shit.
blown away by your freestyle. And then I go and watch Sadistik Killer, and then I found out you two had a track together.
Yeah.
The track's called Exit Theme. This is for all the fans. Can we break down the true meaning behind Exit Theme, and you know how you and Sadistik, you know, worked off each other's lyrical wordplay together? First time,
Man, oh man.
and only time I think.
Yeah, it's the only time we made a song together. Forgive me, it's been a long time.
I know,
since we made that
that's
song.
what I said.
That's a long time.
I'm going
so
back.
I'm gonna like try to remember what the lyrics are about. It was like such a cool. He's a fucking sweet dude, man. Like we both lived in Seattle at the time, and he hit me up to be on the track, and it took a while to kind of come together. And what he's doing is just different. It's so different. It's so different than what most people are doing. And he was kind of ahead of his time. There's a lot of dudes like Ghost Main. Those dudes they're doing a lot of stuff that sounds like what we're Sadistik. I'm not saying that they're ripping off Sadistik. It's a big world. We all follow our own influences. It's nothing like that. But like what Sadistik did is kind of way ahead of his time. Like Morg and Ghost Main, like those guys are doing a lot of shit that he was doing, which is very cool. So when he asked me to be on his shit, it was a real cool. And what was cool too is it was so different than his shit. It was very beautiful. The song was really beautiful. So it's really. I would have to look at the lyrics to remember because like it's time passes and you figure what you write about. But I just remember like being really excited about the piece of music because it was such a pretty piece of music. And his music is kind of super raw and gnarly a lot of times, and that's a real pretty thing. It was fun, man. It was a cool thing to make.
Man, well, yeah, as I said, that was the first time. That's how I discovered both your.
That's
like, it's
cool,
crazy
man.
because Sadistik just played in Orlando last Thursday, exactly a week ago.
That's cool.
So it's weird how that keeps crossing paths whenever I go to a show. But anyways, a couple more questions for you.
Yeah.
Now, you've been creating music for over 15 years, man. What keeps your creative process thriving with fresh new material?
It's a lot of like sometimes it's like a lot of like I was like talking to my buddy about this. Like, you gotta like feed the machine. Like you gotta read poetry, you gotta watch good movies, you gotta read good pieces of literature. You gotta do all these things to like kind of feed your brain with creativity. And a lot of times like I will take breaks after I make a record. I'll take a break. And I'll just watch sports, and play video games and shit like that, and that will like relax my mind, but it doesn't make me do anything creative. And so as a result, like when it's time to make a record, then I have to like cut that shit out. I don't play video games. I've been playing Zelda Breath of the Wild for almost 2 years now. Yeah, dude. And I won't beat it because I just want to keep playing it. I love it so much. But I eventually like had to like stop playing it. Because it's like, cool, now it's time to make a record, and I need to like listen to some music that's gonna like make me want to make songs. I need to read some novels. I need to do this thing, and I'll get back to Breath of the Wild. I've been on the final stage of Breath of the Wild forever, and things like that. Those are times when I take breaks. When I want to be creative, then I have to like surround myself with stuff. I go to more museums, I look at art, I read more novels. I fill my life with creativity, other people's creativity. Other people's creativity is what makes me creative. And so when I don't know how to write, when I'm stuck, when I don't know how to write a piece of music, when I don't know how to be creative, then I just pump my life with more creativity, and that's what solves it every time.
Now for the final question, this is going to be a little tricky. Now let's say you're on your deathbed, you're dying, and a spiritual, musical figure appears to you and says, you can come back to life, but you have to be reincarnated as a specific classic LP record of any artist. Like you're coming back and you're living in a physical world of these lyrics.
This is not a question. This is not a question.
So who would it be and why?
Dr. John Grigri. His album Grigri and Dr. John. Dr. John just passed away very recently, and like Dr. John is the most money I've ever spent on a concert in my life. I went to go see him, and I paid like I don't know, like $65. I don't spend a lot of money on concerts because I don't like go to shows that much. Dr. John was like super important to me, so I like shelled out some money to go see him. And I'm like, it's all just old motherfuckers and me. And he's like a jazz legend, but he's also a weird psychedelic legend. And he's like a dude that is like. He's cool with jazz musicians, he's cool with funk musicians, he's cool with rock musicians, he's cool with soul musicians, he's cool with white musicians, he's cool with black musicians. He's taking acid, he smoked weed, he got his finger shot off in a fucking fight. Like, he could play the piano better than anybody in the fucking world. He makes the weirdest, best music of all time. Gold teeth, New Orleans, Southern fucking god. If I had to be anything, it would be, without a doubt, by Dr. John. No fucking question. Rest in peace, Dr. John.
Any final shout-outs you want to give?
Dude, shout out to the fucking Juggalo Nation for giving a shit about my music. Shout out to Faygoluvers.net for representing my shit. Shout out to fucking Jump Steady. Shout out to The Gathering. Shout out to all y'all for giving a fucking damn about my work. I'm so excited to meet y'all. Come say what's up at The Gathering. Let me take your picture. I'm gonna be there with my camera, with a flash on it. I'm gonna not sleep, and I'm just gonna take 1,000 pictures of me with 1,000 fucking people. So come say what's up. Let me take your picture. Let's hang. Whoop whoop.
Check Carsten at Faygoluvers.net, reminding you to not miss Astronautalis at The Gathering, July 31st. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You're in the middle of sex, man. Just stop what you're doing and head straight to the Shazam stage.
Finish the sex. Finish the sex. I'll give you permission. Finish the sex. And then come watch the last half of the show. That's very important. Finish the sex. Make sure she's happy. Finish the sex.
She always made the best of deaf and blind. Fashionable dresser, canes and signs. Tracing their apparel like a judge of character and brush. She never missed a lip, the bumping line. Her fingertips adrift and miss a blip from time to time. And this is how we find sequences with the grip. Over wit and charm, a whisper breath, frantically fishing for familiarness on fingertips. And this is just